Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you a number of interesting maps, and in those maps we're going to compare Thailand, the land of Buddha, with the Western world. So I think it's good for a discussion. Let me know what you think about the results and let's go. So let's start with the happiness index, because I think happiness is kind of the ultimate goal in life. So the first interesting thing is that Thailand scores significantly lower than Western countries. Thailand scores a 5.9, while Western countries score at least a 6.5, 7. So that is 1 point higher. So on average, Westerners are a lot happier than Thai people. But I have to say, Thai people are very resilient. I met a lot of Thai people, and while I can complain quickly, Western people complain quickly when their situation is not favorable. But whatever happens during COVID, they just continue. So they don't complain. Thai people don't complain. They just continue work, and they just make the best out of it. So one of the causes of the happiness difference might be the perceived corruption. I'm not going to say Thailand is corrupt, because I might get in problem, but this is about the perceived corruption, and you can clearly see that Thailand scores a lot higher. So Thai people perceive their leaders, the power in the country, as being more corrupt. Actually, you see only Western countries are yellow in this map. All other countries, people in other countries, they perceive their leaders as being more corrupt. And the next one, this is the freedom of speech map. So I'm from the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, we can say anything we want about our leaders, about the king, about whoever we want. We can make jokes about. But in Thailand, it's another world. So now too, I cannot say anything bad. So I've been living in Thailand for 1 year. I'm used to it. But when you just arrive here, you think you can do it, but you really have to watch out. You cannot say bad things about, let's say, the king or the prime minister. So it's a very difficult situation. This map is completely right. This map is a little bit more fun. Alcohol consumption per person. You see, Western countries, they score pretty high. Yeah? We drink a lot of alcohol, but in Thailand they kind of drink a lot too. Around 8 liters per person per year. 8 liters of pure alcohol it is. But if we see in Europe, Czech Republic drinks a lot. They drink a lot of beer. So what do people drink then? In the West, it's mostly beer, wine in Southern European countries. And in Thailand, it's spirits. Thai people, they love whiskey. Hong Tong, Samsung. They drink it a lot. It's also the cheapest option if you want to drink alcohol, because beer is relatively expensive, and wine especially is very expensive because wine has to be imported. And a cheap bottle of wine from Australia or Europe, it's gonna be at least 10 euros, $10. So yeah, that's why people, they love to drink a bottle of whiskey with soda. And the next map, average age of virginity loss. In Thailand, do it for the first time. They wait significantly longer than Western people. In Thailand, the average age is 20 and a half, so 20. While in the Netherlands or Scandinavian countries, it's 15 or 16. People are a lot younger. Thai culture is a bit more reserved when it comes to sex, so understandable. But then the average age of first marriage, that is, Thailand scores very high on it. Thai people, they marry quickly. So after they do it for the first time, they marry after 1 year after, 2 years after. So Thai people marry on average between the age of 21, 23, while in Western Europe and America, Canada, the age is like around 30. So that's a difference of at least 7 years. So couples between Thais and Westerners, one of the fights causes might be marriage. When are we gonna marry? A Western person would say 30, and a Thai girl, of course, wants to marry a lot sooner than that. So that might be a cause of trouble. So guns, also very interesting. I'm from the Netherlands and we don't have guns. Only police officers have guns. I met a lot of Thai people and they keep a gun in their room in case they get robbed, which for me, I don't understand it. But yeah, if you compare it to European countries, Germany and France, people in there, they at least 30%, the households, they have a gun in their house. I didn't know that too, so that is new information for me. Only people that work in the military, they can privately own a gun. So, social media. In Thailand, people use Line in general. So, if you want to date in Thailand, you want to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you should install Line, because in the West we don't use Line, we mostly use WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger or Instagram. And you should say, ขอเอา ID Line ของคุณได้ไหมครับ? And the next map, How much time do people spend on average on social media? And Thailand scores really high. Thai people spend on average 2 hours and 48 minutes a day on social media, while we score only 1 hour and 24 minutes, which is half of it. I thought in the Netherlands we use our phones a lot. So Thailand is even double. And finally, life expectancy. This was in 2019, but in Thailand, life expectancy is 77 years, while in Western Europe, Canada, Australia, America, it's 82. So that is pretty interesting. It's a difference of 5 years. So an average person that gets born today in Thailand is going to be 5 years younger on average than a baby born in the West. What are the difference you are most surprised by? Let me know. And if you like those kind of videos, subscribe to this channel. I need 1,000 subscribers. So let's go. See you in the next one. Bye bye.